Whoa, whoa, what it do, man? It's the original Hot Boy Young Turk. You already know, man. Rocking with iGrindTV, and we locked in the lab. You dig? Yeah.
I Grind TV, DJ 007, the great in the building. And of course, man, I got the homie, big homie right now. You know what I'm saying? The OG, my man Turk in the building. What's going on with you, Turk?
Man, what's up? What's up? What's up, Seven? You already know I'm cooling, man. That's all you heard me.
I don't say
Bless.
little Turk no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just calling you Turk, man, because you're a grown ass man at this day and
Yeah,
age.
for real. It's a pleasure, man. You know, I appreciate the respect, man. And you know I got much respect for what you doing. And man, I'm happy to be here, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Good to see you, man. All right,
Sure.
we're gonna get straight into it, man. For a lot of people who might not be familiar with Turk, you know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a lot of millennials and whatnot right now. So I want you to give them a brief history about yourself and how you got to Cash Money.
Well, you know, of course, just like everybody else, I started off snotty nosed kid, man, with dreams and ambitions around the project. I used to be rapping at little DJs and stuff, and at the time they had a female artist named Magnolia Shawty. God bless her soul. She got killed in New Orleans. Um, she was rapping at a time. She had a hit single called "Monkey on a Dick," you know. And me and her used to rap at the DJs, which is like block parties in New Orleans. You know, it'd be outside. The DJ come out and a whole lot of people are gathered. So I used to rap at them, and I used to be pretty good, you know. And one time, man, Magnolia Shorty and Baby Slim, man, and Fresh, all of them, they came to a DJ in the Magnolia. I had been telling Magnolia Shorty when she see Slim them to let them know that I'm trying to holler at them. So one thing led to another, man. They showed up. Bam, I was at the DJ, right place, right time. I rapped the Slim. He gave me a card, told me come to the studio. At the time, I was playing football and everything, man. I really wasn't taking it serious, you know. But when he gave me that card, I knew it was time to put my real face on. You know what I'm saying? So went to the studio, man, and the rest was basically history after that. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Magnolia Short, I would have never been in a position to meet Slim. And if Slim wouldn't have gave me that card, I wouldn't have never been in a position to be a living legend today.
There it is. Describe what it was like being a young superstar with Cash Money.
Man, to be honest, man, when we was in our prime doing our thing, man, I never really looked at myself as a superstar because it didn't feel like it. And some people might think it crazy, but I actually started feeling like a superstar when I went to jail. You know, when I went to prison. I didn't feel it, man, because I still was hanging, doing the normal everyday project stuff, you know, hanging in the hood, being with my homeboys. I come off a tour, I'm back with my homeboys. I come from the studio, I'm back with my homeboys. So I never really got a chance to really, like, soak it all in. You know what I'm saying?
With the legacy of the Hot Boys, you get a chance to see the influence on artists such as Bankroll Fresh, which I know you were
Yeah, that's
very
my guy.
influential with,
Yeah.
and of course Meg The Stallion. Why don't you speak on that? How does that feel nowadays to see
It feel
that?
it feel good, man, especially when they pay homage and respect. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of them a lot of them will take your stuff and run with it and don't pay you no kind of homage or respect. And those the people I have problems with. Bankroll Fresh was one of those who reached out, paid homage, paid respect, even did a song and got us all on a song together. You know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion, you know, she running with the hot girl thing. She doing her thing, and I love what she doing, you know, but I have yet to get that proper we get this from y'all, you know what I'm saying? I respect what y'all did, and you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's good to see it though, man, you know, still around this day.
So of course we got to speak on the raid. You know, of course, the day that changed your life. And you know what's crazy? I was just telling Ken, I was literally up the street at High 107 the day
Yeah.
that happened. Like I remember a lot of this energy. I remember a lot of this happening. I think me and you had probably chopped it up probably a couple of weeks. I know this goes way back, bro, but
Yeah.
me and you had chopped it up. I think I
Oh
forgot the
two, oh
producer
three.
name. Yeah, this is '03.
Yeah.
What producer you Kano?
Keno. Yeah,
Keno.
Keno. Yeah.
That was one of the ways
Yeah.
I got to knowing you
Yeah.
at the time was through Keno, and I remember you coming out here
I was
and
promoting my
yeah,
album Raw and Uncut at the time. I
yeah,
was
yeah.
with Koch then. Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, just to me, it feels surreal because I actually remember the day
yeah,
because the spot was literally right up the street from the radio station,
yeah.
and of course, with that happening, and of course, two police officers were shot when that situation popped off.
Yeah.
Uh, how do you? What do you feel? Or do you feel like God covered you in that situation because police are out here killing people for no reason?
Most
And
definitely,
just
man.
imagine you actually, it unintentionally gave them a reason.
Most definitely, man. The situation, man. Of course, it wasn't like I was just sitting waiting. Here go the police. They coming in now. I'm about to go out like Scarface. I actually thought I was being robbed. I was in my boxer drawers, man. I had just finished eating food. My girl had made some bacon, eggs, and toast, that morning. So I wasn't expecting nobody to come to the house, and most definitely the police, because I wasn't doing anything illegal, And I actually just thought I was being robbed, and when they didn't knock and announce, and I just heard a boom. You know what I'm saying? So first thing you do, you protect yourself. You feel me? And that's what the situation was, man. And later, after all the shots and everything, that's when we realized, damn, it's the police. Cause now they saying they the police now, after the fact, but they try to make it like he's a rapper from New Orleans. He protecting heroin, cause they were saying that I had 2 kilos of heroin, an AK-47, and they need to hurry up. I'm about to go catch a flight and all this, you know what I'm saying? Which was lies. So I guess they acted on that false tip from a false informant, you know what I'm saying? And when they came in there, man, one thing led to another. Two police officers got shot. I wound up going do time. Me and my girl went to jail. She got out like 48 hours, and I stood in there, man, 8 years, 8 months, 16 days, which I say was self-defense, but it was the police, you know what I'm saying? So,
So during that 8 months, and you very specific about that, during that 8 years, eight
eight
months, and
months,
16
16 days,
days,
yeah.
of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of people came in and out of your life. I'm pretty sure a lot of friends came, a lot of friends went. But talk to me about your Amani holding you down. Talk to me about you
Oh,
all's
man.
relationship and how that
Man,
blossomed throughout
Imani
that
was a
time
angel,
frame.
man, if people know, man, Imani held me down. We was together like 2 months, She really was the reason that I was in Memphis, back in Memphis, because when I met you, it was a promo tour. I met her on that promo tour too. I was fighting demons. I had a heroin and cocaine addiction. And I was really trying to get from New Orleans to clean myself up. Man, when I met her, man, she really helped me and made me want to get myself together. She bad. I can't be around her like this. You know what I'm saying? So my mentality was I'm about to kick this habit. And we didn't really just get a chance to really just kick it. You know what I'm saying? We was together 2 months, and then the situation happened, and I remember her coming to visitation, man, at 201 Popular, and she was like, I don't care what the situation is, how much time you gotta do, however you gonna be in here, I'm gonna be there for you. And you know me, man, I'm 21 at the time. I'm really not believing her, especially we just was together for 2 months, and man, she did that. She stood down, man, and I had to come home and do the right thing, give her my last name, man, because I'm talking about when I say she didn't miss a beat, this ain't something that I'm just making up. Every weekend for 8 years, 8 months, 16 days, other than the times when I was fucking up, because I was fucking up while I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with different bitches in here and there and a whole lot of other shit. You know what I'm saying? She still stood down with me, bro, So I had to come home and do the right thing, man. Came home, married her, we had twins, and shit, the rest of history, man. We together still to this day.
Because a lot of rappers don't really glorify their wives.
Yeah, a lot of them do it. They fake and do it. They got a lot of fake relationship goes out, but I feel like anybody could say they with somebody when they both up, but a relationship is tested when you go through something. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if y'all know, but my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer when I came home, you know. And of course, you can't have sex, you can't do this. So if it's just about that, you gonna go for sure. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't touch my wife for a few months, And just like she stood down with me, man, I went through the radiation, I went through the chemotherapy. She had to get both of her breasts cut, and she lost her hair. When her hair started falling out, I'm the one cut it off, and she was bald head, you know what I'm saying? She still was beautiful to me, you know what I'm saying, in spite of all that, and it just felt like the roles was reversed, like God prepared me to be there for her, and I believe me being there for her got her through her situation. She's cancer free now, for the last couple of years, probably about 3-4 years. And when I was going through my situation, she made my situation easier because it was a hard situation. I had 22 years. When I was sentenced, I had a 12 and I had a 10. And by her being there for me, it didn't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to get out of my situation. In the same way, when it reversed, when I came home with her, she went through it, bam, bam, bam. She had a support system, and I had a support system. We supported each other, and we got through it. So those are real relationship goals to live by. Like, when it's tested, when there's nothing there, no money, no nothing, no hope, like you don't know if it was where it gonna go, then you could call it relationship goals, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like we the perfect example of the real love in hip hop.
All right, so now we got the autobiography of Turk.
Otto Thug Biography.
Otto Thugography. You know what? I said Otto. Okay, Otto
Yeah.
Thugography.
Which is the same thing,
of Turk,
but
of
I'm
course.
thugging.
Yeah,
So,
we're going to flip it a little bit.
Yeah, flip it up, yeah.
What was the process? How was the process of writing that book in jail and the movie? And you've got a movie script as well.
Yeah, I got a movie screenplay as well, which is a follow-up of the book, and I also have a documentary.
And you wrote them out. You wrote everything in jail.
Everything, yeah, everything. Actually, my last year, I tackled this book. I had a co-writer. His name is T-Mac. He's a wonderful author. Like he's in prison right now. When I met him, he had been down like 17 years. He's out of Chicago, and when I used to go to the library, man, and I saw him in there, I'm like, man, what are you doing? And how he had his thing set up, he actually had a book that he was writing about T.I. in jail with a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And the contents of the book, I was like, I didn't agree with it, you know what I'm saying? T.I., he was my guy, so I was like, man, you know what, man, put that book to the side, but don't even much worry about that book, you know what I'm saying? And to take his mind off of what he was about to write about the book with T.I., me and him start working on my book, you know what I'm saying? Because he was on some real, like, want to expose some stuff, you feel me? And, like I say, man, I really, stepped in it and I stopped him from doing it at the time. Now, I don't know what he gonna do after that, but he had a book called In Jail with a Rapper, and me and him sat down, man, for a couple months, and we really tackled it. He was asking me certain questions. I was uncomfortable at first because he got a book about In Jail the rapper. He on some exposing stuff. I gotta watch what I'm telling him, you know what I'm saying? But me and him wound up being real cool, man, you know what I'm saying? And we finished the book, and of course, my time came to an end. I came home, you know what I'm saying? And I gave him his credit. Some people won't give people their credit, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have been able to do it without him because I ain't know nothing about no book at all, you feel me? Now, my second book, I feel like I could do it, but he taught me a lot. I learned a lot from him, man, and from the book, I'm like, man, we might well do the movie. So me and him start doing the movie, you know what I'm saying? And the screenplay is crazy. It's like a follow-up of the book. Now, my documentary was all me. I came up with all that, just gathering information from here and there, and it just was crazy, man, how your story, if once you reflect back on it and you remember so much. I never even thought I remember from the time my mommy and daddy, the stories I heard about them, to the time I was born, all the way to the time when I got out of prison, that I could really, remember these things. But when you sitting back and you reflecting, it'll come to you, man. I feel like everybody should write them a book because everybody have a story. And this is mine. It's all truth, It ain't nothing that I'm not talking about. It's not a tell-all book. I talk about my drug addiction. You know, I was on heroin and cocaine. You know, I talk about different relationships that I was in, my baby mama, other females. Talk about my mom and my daddy having a addiction, how his addiction reflected on me, how my uncle had addiction and his addiction reflected on me. You got to just check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? And it basically just tell you who I am. You know, as a man, as a rapper, as a anything you want to know about Turk.
You just spoke on your battles with drug addiction, and of course, you know they've got a form of rap that's called user rap. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that's the big thing right now. How do you feel, especially with the recent passing of Juice World, Mac Miller, Lil Peep? What's your feelings on what's going on with that?
It's a lifestyle, man, especially in the music. You know what I'm saying? People feel like when you're in that environment, it's around you. You have to indulge in it, you know. But I indulged in it when I was young. I felt like, you know, it wasn't no peer pressure. It just was the environment that I was in. And once I tried it, man, one was too many and 1,000 wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? And I just chasing that same high that I felt the first time, you know. And one thing led to another. I went from snorting to shooting. And to be honest, when I caught my case, I had prayed because I overdosed, you know, and I prayed after overdosing. Then I said to God, I said, the only way I'm going to stop if it life threatening. And that's 3 days later. That's when the police kicked my door in. So I know that was a spiritual situation that God allowed to happen, especially them shooting 52 times and I'm not getting hit in the graves, you know. And actually, that's the name of my documentary as well, 52 Bullets. But I think the only way a person can overcome it, they got to make a sound decision, man, and choose death over life. You know, that's what I did, you know, but it's hard, man. You know, I don't condone it. I don't promote it and tell you this what you got to do because that ain't what you have to, you know what I'm saying? But some people say it ain't what you do, it's how you do. Nah, that ain't true, you feel me? Because drugs will take you down. You know, ain't no way around it. Jail or dead is the outcome of it, you know, so you got to choose, man, life or death when you dealing with that, you know what I'm saying?
In the book, you describe yourself as a rich dope fiend.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Rich dope fiend was basically like, you know how they have junkies in the hood, they might be stealing, they might be selling their ass, they might be doing sexual favors for drugs. I didn't have to do junkie behavior for any drugs, you know. It was always plentiful. Like one time I was on tour, Cash Money Rough Rider tour, and me and BG, of course, y'all know we was on heroin, cocaine together, and we performing. They used to push us in a little basket, you know, and we used to get in a little basket. Me and BG was in the basket before we get in the helicopter. They'll push us through the crowd. The crowd don't know what's going on, so me and him in the basket, we sick, man, hurting, you know, but we got to perform because we on tour. Man, so bam, while we performing, somebody just threw a peanut butter packs, about a bundle of heroin on the stage. So I'm not knowing what it was, but BG picked it up. You know what I'm saying? So when we get to the hotel room, BG like, bitch, you better come to the room. I'm like, man, I ain't coming to no room. I'm thinking he calling me to the room for some females or something. He like, all right, bitch, I'm good, I'm straight. So bam, I hurry up because I know what that mean. Man, he go up there, I go up there, man. Somebody done threw the heroin on the stage. It was just like that, like they'll give it to us. It was plentiful. In this city I went to, man, you know, I remember going to every city. If somebody told you, man, Turk came in the hood in a cab on tour, they not lying because it had got that bad to where every city I went on tour, I had to go get right. I had to kill my sickness. I had a gorilla on me. You know what I'm saying? A real gorilla, and it was untamed. And if I didn't feed it, man, it felt like I had 3 flus, man. Like my nuts would be hurting, my head would be hurting. I have cold sweats, my nose constantly dripping. It's diarrhea. Like it's just a terrible feeling, man. You know that, man. If you don't get help, bro, it'll kill you. I think just the sickness alone. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go through it, man, and I think if I wouldn't have went to prison, or wouldn't have went to jail, I think I still probably be using it. I probably be dead. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't no other way around it. Cause that high is so good, but it's real bad for you. You know.
Let me ask you, what's your current relationship like with Baby, Wayne, and other
My
Cash
relationship
Money
with them,
artists?
they always would be family. You know what I'm saying? We have communication here and there, but as of 2020 this year, man, it's like I'm more focused on Turk. You know what I'm saying? The years when I came home, I was more focused on getting everybody back together because everybody went separate. But people always took it the wrong way and they didn't see it the way how I was seeing it, and it seemed like I was doing more harm than damage. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a person that speak my mind, say what I want to say. If you doing whole shit, you doing fake shit, I'm gonna let you know, man. That shit there, what you doing, that's some bitch shit. But the media twist it and blow it out. You know what I'm saying? So I say, man, you know what, 2020, man, I'ma just focus on what Turk got going on with my label, YNT, my artist, my wife, she's an artist, Imani the Made Woman, she been rapping, doing her thing. I'm focused on her, and I just signed another artist on my management company, you know what I'm saying? That relationship with them guys, man, like I say, it will always be family in my eyesight, but far as me trying to make it work, go on tour and do this, do that, if it happen, it happen. Like, I ain't focused on it no more, man. Like, it's a dead issue to me, you know what I'm saying?
All right. What about collaborations right now? What collaborations do you have going on right
Um,
now? What future collaborations can we
Man,
expect?
shout out to Endless, I mess with Endless Entertainment, D Moolah, Moneybag, Big 30, those guys, man, whole lot of talent, man. Imani the Made Woman, my artist, Fargiato. I just did something with Jada Youngin out of Louisiana. A whole lot of Louisiana artists that I'm messing with. I'm trying to start this my state, not versus everybody, but I feel like Louisiana have a lot of influence on the music scene, and we don't get the proper recognition for it. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been reaching out to a lot of Louisiana artists, just doing features, like not even charging them, man. I got a vision. Like when I was in the feds, they got these things called cars. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're from Memphis and here from Nashville, it's not no Memphis and Nashville separation. It's a Tennessee. They all got to roll together. You know what I'm saying? So my mindset for Louisiana, I don't care if you from Baton Rouge, New Orleans, because it's like an ego trip. I'm from Baton Rouge, we got better rappers. I'm from New Orleans, our rappers more gangster than y'all. When that shit is a distraction to bring us together as black men, I feel like we should work together so we could build together. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole vision of that, man. Instead of me trying to bring this hot boy thing together, I moved over to something big. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring this Louisiana thing together. So that's been my focus, reaching out to a lot of Louisiana artists. But I'm willing to work with any and everybody, man. I'm open for it. I have reached out to everybody, in this industry. But you know how I get, man. A lot of people, they I call it dick riding. If you hot, you got a wave, they want to ride it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it go. You feel me? So, I just deal with the politics, bro.
Any possible tours, Netflix deals,
Yeah,
TV
man.
deals?
Me and my wife, we shot our pilot. I'm on contract for that, so I can't really talk about that. But our reality TV show, the Virgils. Stay tuned. I have been in contact with Love and Hip Hop. Possibly this is the third time. That 2 times I kind of like, nah, I don't want to do it. But homie Young Jock reached out to me recently. You know what I'm saying? So we got some things working on with that. I think TV and social media, it go hand in hand. I believe people want to see content. They want to see what's going on, versus how it used to be back in the days, man. If they had that back in the days, man, I would have been going viral all the time. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like whoever go viral, that's who winning. You feel me? So anything to put content out there, I'm with it. You know what I'm talking about?
So with the book, what is the difference between the politics of writing a book versus the politics of the recording industry?
To me, being honest, man, it's like it all go hand in hand, marketing, promotion, what it all come down to, and you knowing the business. If you don't know the business, like with anything, man, you will get played. Like I had a situation with my music. I also had a situation with my book. I didn't know the book business side. So when I first got my deal, with this female author, I'm not gonna say her name. I won't give her no clout, but I initially put my book out with her, and it was all over, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, everywhere. They promise you where it need to be, you know what I'm saying? But the business wasn't right, and I'm like, damn, this shit just like my record deal that I had, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that, like this should be a little different, but it's not because you doing basically the same shit, fucking me, you know what I'm saying, without no grease. So I just took it up on myself like I took my music career, man. I got the game from Pimpin' Ken, and he told me, man, look, you could do it independent. The thing about being independent is like you worry about what the people gonna say. Oh, man, he don't got no big machine behind him. But in reality, why have a big machine when you could cut all them out of the money? You feel me? So when I start thinking of it like that, forget what the people think about the big machine and it being here, being there, and it looking good. You rather look good or feel good because you really like that. You know what I'm saying? You really getting this money off of these things. You feel me? So I start looking at business like that, man. And with my music, I'm independent now. I got situation through United Master. And I own 100% of my masters. You feel me? I finally got released to be able to release music how I want now. It could be on all the platforms. At first I couldn't, but now I can as of this year. My book is being distributed and published by me. It being published by me, my own publishing company, Tab Virgil Publishing. I could put my own authors out if I want, you know what I'm saying? And I cut all the middleman out. As far as the marketing and promotion, it's right in the palm of your hand. Everything is social media. So if you engaging with your fans and you constantly building a relationship and building with them, you must communicate and engage with your audience. See what they like, see what they don't like, and give them what they want. And that's the key to it, man. And always network. Network on social media, and you still network and do the traditional way of networking, but just don't focus on the traditional way. Don't get stuck there, Utilize these social media platforms, all these free media platform sites like Triller, a lot of people was making fun of Triller at one time. I was doing Triller videos. Now you see everybody doing them. Triller got like 44 million subscribers on there, so why not utilize Triller? When you got Old Town Road, I believe, went viral on Triller, and he done sold Diamond. So you got to utilize these platforms, man, and you got to not worry about what the people think who don't know the business. You know what I'm saying? Forget them, man. I think independent and ownership is the best thing going. You feel me? Independent and owning, Why give somebody something that you thought of and something that you came up with? Nah, that belongs to you. So that's what it's all about, man. Owning things. If you don't own it, man, it ain't gonna be right. Well, if they want to get in contact with me, man, they contact me on Instagram at Hot Boy Turk _32, Twitter, Hot Boy Turk the number 32. Make sure y'all go get the book. My new single out, Untamed Gorilla, out right now on all platforms, going crazy. And y'all know, man, if you're trying to find a label, come holler at YNT Empire, man, and I also manage artists now, YNTM, Young and Thuggin' Management, doing a whole lot of things, man. Stay tuned. Imani the Made Woman on the way, Fargiato on the way. You dig. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.